Hello guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Kian and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm gonna react to the highly anticipated album by Nicki Minaj called Queen. I'm actually really excited about listening to this album because Nicki Minaj is an artist that I really appreciate. I think she's a great rapper, I think she has a lot of talent, but she never really hits the mark for me. Especially with her previous albums. As I mentioned before, fans had to wait a long time before listening to this new album. It has been 4 years in making. Her last album was released in 2014. It was called The Pinkprint. And I actually really liked The Pinkprint. I thought it was a good album. Of course, it wasn't as great as it could have been. It was a bit messy at some parts. But I really like the fact that on The Pinkprint, Nicki focused on rap, and also she had a lot of very personal songs like All Things Go, The Crying Game, Pills and Potions, and then she had those little bangers such as Photo Advertator, which is, I think, a great song, and I don't think people talk about this song enough when mentioning Nicki Minaj. So I'm not gonna lie, the expectations are quite high. First off, as I said, the album is titled Queen, so I expect this to be a good album, and I've also really liked the couple of tracks I've already heard from this album, so I'm quite excited. Let's jump straight into it.
Fashion icon, Audrey Hepburn. Can't wear Nicki wig and be Nicki. That's like a fat nigga thinking he could be Biggie. One rough ride, now you DMX and Swissy. One hot video, you hype, now you just giddy.
Oh, she keeps going. Well, I've actually heard the song before because she released a music video a couple of days ago, so I decided to watch it, and I actually really like the song. I think it actually might be one of my favorite on the album. I know I haven't listened to the rest of the 18 tracks. This one has that personal Nicki feel that I really love in her songs. I love when she gets deep and emotional, when she really talks about what she feels. I feel like she does this a couple of times on her albums, on each album, and at each time it's the best song on the album. I didn't expect something, I wouldn't say slow because it's not slow, it's very catchy actually. I mean, the chorus, Ganja burn, Ganja burn, Ganja burn. Every time I get high I just think about you. I mean, the chorus is extremely catchy. But yeah, I didn't expect to start with such an emotional track. I think she was reclaiming a throne in a way. I really liked the second verse. I thought it was actually really funny, and it was kind of well written, I have to admit. This is the kind of verses that I expect from Nicki Minaj. The production was great. It was something a bit unexpected from Nicki Minaj. There was like an Afrobeat, but at the same time it was really pop. This guitar came during the chorus and added something even more emotional to the track and nostalgic. We're off to a great start for now. Labyrinth wasn't an artist that I was expecting to see on a Nicki Minaj album.
Yo, I got the money and the power now. Thicker than peanut butter. He nothing like Skippy now. He want me to be his wife. His missus like Sippy now. Whatever you say, Mrs. Majesty.
This is actually kind of a fun song.
I want your love, just lead me on. Won't give it up. My sight piece, but she's also someone's wife, so tight. Me spin is borrowed. That's my tribe is so vital. We need Q-tip for the culture.
Voodoo.
I used to medicate until I get a fucking bellyache, and now I'm finna step on the pedal. Don't wanna ever break. I will accelerate to a level that I can elevate the minute with the pen. I'll make the motherfucker dead. Yeah, then let me hit you back. Tell them I'll get you back. I know you sitting there just thinking about who did you that.
I really was confused at the beginning of the song when the beat switched totally after the first chorus. I really didn't know what I was listening to, but I actually really like it. It kind of feels like there are 4 songs or 3 or 4 songs in the same song, but it's actually very well done. I think Labyrinth, which is not an artist that I really expected to see on this type of song, really added a soulful touch and kind of pop touch to this track, which was very welcome, and I really loved Nicki's energy on this track. And I actually really liked Eminem's verse too. I don't really care for the part where he raps super fast, because I feel like he has done this 1,000 times before, and I'm started being a little tired with this. It doesn't impress me anymore. And I say this as someone who was a huge Eminem fan back in middle school. Okay, so don't throw hate at me. But I actually really enjoyed his chorus. I feel like he had also a good energy. The beat was really good. For now, the beginning of this album is really promising. The next track, Barbie Dreams, is actually a track that I've heard a lot about, so I'm excited to hear this one. Ooh. Oh, she's going old school. That's what she needed to do for years.
I tried to fuck 54 powerful hours, but all nigga wanna do is talk power for hours. Beat the pussy up, make sure it's a KO. Step your banks up like you moving that yayo. Drake worth 100 million, always buying me shit, but I don't know if the pussy wet or if he crying and shit. Me still be in my DMs, I be having to duck them. I used to pray for times like this. Face ass when I fuck him. Used to fuck with Young Thug, I ain't addressing this shit. Caught him in my dressing room, still in dresses and shit.
What the Whoa, what the was that voice? Oh my god. Holy Oh my god, this was... I don't know if this was funny or this was supposed to be a joke or if she's really serious here, but holy that was hilarious.
And I would've had a bell Beckham banging the cake till I saw him hopping out of cars dancing in Drake. Had to cancel DJ Khaled, boy, we ain't speaking. Ain't no fat nigga telling me what he ain't eating.
What the
dreams of fucking one of these little rappers.
Oh my god, this song was so hilarious. I think it was supposed to be a joke really, but this is so great. Like, it's Nicki going back to old school hip hop. Back in the day, you would start beefs with everyone and the production was just so good. It felt like something coming from Brooklyn, I mean, she shouted out B.I.G. at the beginning. I could definitely imagine B.I.G. rapping to this beat in production, but oh my god, what the Nicki, like this was great. Oh my god, this was so great. The next track I have heard before, it's called Rich Sex. It's actually kind of funny that after a song like Barbie Dreams, she goes on a song called Rich Sex, because she's saying on Barbie Dreams, oh, she wanted to some rappers, but didn't want, like they weren't good enough, and now she has a song called Rich Sex next to this one.
I know what these niggas like, and it ain't my charm. I ain't stupid, this 250 on my arm. Big bitch, nigga sex. If you know your pussy worth a Benz truck. Rich sex. Don't let homie fuck unless it's Benz up. Rich sex.
Little mama said she only fucking on a rich dick. I come in her face and tell her now you looking rich, bitch. Her friend in the other room, can I get a witness? We could have some rich sex.
Rich sex. If you let that broke nigga fuck, we tellin'. Rich sex. If you let that broke nigga fuck, we tellin'. Rich sex. If you let that broke nigga fuck, we tellin'. Rich sex. If you let that broke nigga fuck, we tellin'.
I really love this song. It's just one of my favorite Nicki Minaj singles, to be honest. I just really love this song, and I love that she once again collaborated with Lil Wayne, whom I thought was really good on this track, and I can't wait to listen to the Dark Card 5 if it's still coming out. I don't know what's going on with this album, but yeah, this is the Nicki Minaj bangers like I like them.
Last week I told him to pick a side. I bust shots, don't duck if it don't apply. Me in the bando, or would you rather move with Dan Pablo? Work hard just to get her back. Work hard just to get her back. I ain't never played a whole position.
position. I ain't never have to strip to get the pole position. Just last week, got told in the pick a
I really like how Nicki is really focused on rap right now. Like the 5 first songs are really rap heavy. I know the next one is actually kind of a pop song, but I don't mind like a pop song or two as long as it's not like a Night is Still Young or Starships kind of pop song. I'm good. But this one was once again like she was really focused and the flow was so good and it was just straight rap and that's what I love from her. And I think she was addressing beefs and most notably with Remy Ma. So I feel like maybe that was kind of an old song, this one. So far I'm very impressed with this album, so I hope it's gonna keep going. The next one is actually a song we've already heard. It's Bad featuring Ariana Grande. And I'm not a huge fan of this song, so I'll just listen to it but won't make a huge reaction out of it. Yeah, because I don't like this song, but it still got stuck in my head quite a lot.
On it, but I put your name on it.
I'm not crazy about this song, but I don't mind it actually. I think it's one of the finest pop song. It's not too pop. It's fine. It's like a summer jam. I can totally understand that and get on board with it. Now a song with The Weeknd, I'm gonna expect something very good, Nicki. Now I'm almost a bit bothered that Bed was between Hard White and Thought I Knew You, because I felt like these 2 tracks could have felt perfect back to back, you know. This one was a bit moodier, which I really liked it, and I think, you know, for a track featuring The Weeknd you have to be a bit moody. It's not a favorite on the album, but I really enjoyed it. I feel like it's gonna get a bit of replay. It's probably gonna grow on me a little bit more, but I really liked it. I really liked that it was a real collaboration. Like it wasn't just The Weeknd singing the chorus and then Nicki doing the verses and then The Weeknd having the bridge and then Nicki back doing ad-libs on The Weeknd's chorus as an intro. I really liked that. It almost felt like a conversation, and that's what I love hip-hop collaborations to be about. So hip-hop and R&B collaborations, of course. So this was a nice surprise.
Don't be goofy, bring some passion to the table. What you doing? Don't be stupid, I'm the realest, but you know that I'm the truest. Yeah, you keep saying you the truth when
She almost has like a R&B flow.
it's been a minute since I trusted some. Yeah, you say who am I? To run hard. Yeah, you say who am I?
This almost felt like an interlude. I don't have much to say about it really. I liked a flow that sounded like a R&B song with more of a hip-hop production. I'm gonna jump straight to the next track. I don't think this did a lot for me, but maybe after several repeats it will.
I'm Barbie drippin', DB9, Barbie whippin'. He say he don't want me back, he be lying. Who the fuck gon' poly with them dollies? I'ma never do the mollies. If I hit you, then you probably gon' stop. Who the fuck gon' come through with the body? Always looking like a hottie, always saying what somebody won't do. What you think all these niggas wanna cuff for? A lot of bloods, what you think they in the cut for? Nina Garcia, Stephen Gan, L. Mac. Yeah.
I've heard so much about Chun-Li. There were so many people on Twitter saying that this was their favorite song of the album, and I love Swelly, so I was expecting something really big, especially since this song is 6 minutes long. But damn, can I say I was bored actually. I really liked Nicki Minaj's first verse. Like the first verse was really good, and I like her energy. Like she's focused on rap, so really I shouldn't be complaining because I've been waiting for her to really make a rap album. But this one was, I don't know. There was the first verse that was so good to me, but then the Swelly chorus came back, and I loved Swelly, and I really liked his album. But yeah, to me this track doesn't work at all. Maybe after a few listens it's gonna be better. Maybe it's gonna grow on me, but for now, look, I'm not gonna say much more because I don't want to be negative, and I've loved the rest of the album, and maybe this track is gonna grow on me, but I was expecting a lot more from this Chun-Li song. Next track, we've already heard it, it's really dope, and it's called Chun-Li.
Hey yo, look like I'm going for a swim. Dunked on him, now I'm swinging off the rim. While I'm coming off the court with the drenched. She up my diamonds like a sun butter rock. Hey yo, I've been on, and she been called. Well, that's the last time you gonna see a bad guy do the rap game like me. Bitch is King Kong, yes it's King Kong. Bitch is King Kong, this is King Kong. They need rappers like me.
You have been out, like a been crop. Play to Chun-Li, drop the pants off. Give me the password to the Wi-Fi. If you did not understand, I really love this song, and to me this is one of the absolute best songs. I love her energy on the tracks, she sounds so fired up, and I love when Nicki's like this.
I just took her name and made that bitch a LLC. Stuff a couple stacks of in there, bitch, get on your feet. I feel like I'm King Kong, name still going ding dong. Two girls getting more money, and they don't rap, they sing song. I'm wavy, worth a shouty, hello, hello. How your jacket say Porsche and you never rode a Porsche? How you supposed to meet the quota when you never went north? Hey yo, look at what they made me do. They made me do. Switch the foreign on them navy blue, the baby blue. I just took her name and made that bitch a LLC. Stuff a couple stacks of in there, bitch, get on your feet.
I do not know what LLC stands for. If you have the answer, please tell me, because I'm really curious to know what Nicki means there. But otherwise, I thought that lyrically this song was really good. I loved all the references, all the play on words, the metaphors. I think she was being really smart in the lyrics right there. She was definitely talking about a few beefs. She was reclaiming her status too. She was talking about, you know, all of these new female rappers coming into the game or trying to discredit her, or maybe more of the industry that is actually trying to discredit her to be able to make another female rapper being super powerful and successful. Because of course, you know, in the rap game you can only have one female rapper that's doing good. It's well known, you know.
Yo, hola, okay, hola. You see a bad bitch coming, show ya what's the hola. I'm in that new me and you know where I roll up. Hola, okay, hola. He see me looking pretty every time he scroll up. My God, the left the blicky hit you if you stroll up. Now put your hands up, it's a hola. Run me the money, cause I be the baddie beat. Barbie tape, banging body beat. Everybody beat, on my D. Yo, I got a beat, reality, suck a D. If you got a me, back to the back, back to the back, back to the back, back to the back. You see, I let him eat the cookie cause it's good form. And whenever he eat the cookie, he got good form. He know that when I'm pulling up, I'm in a good form. I be like, oh, he love me, good form. Before you suck me off, get a knee pad. See, I pull the strings like a tea bag. You see, I let him eat the cookie cause it's good form. And whenever he eat the cookie, he got good form. He know that when I'm pulling up, I'm in a good form. I be like, oh, he love me, good form.
Alright, this has to be one of the best tracks on the album. I really like, at the beginning when it started, the production with the violins and everything, I thought, oh, this might sound a little bit dated. I didn't know where Nicki was heading with that kind of production, but holy shit, this was really great. Her energy was everything here. Her flow was perfect. Her delivery was incredible, and I feel like she really carried on the song. Production was good, the beat was really great, it was powerful, exactly what she needed, but she definitely carried on the song. Like, without a great delivery and a flow, this song wouldn't have been half as interesting. And I don't even know what she was talking about because I wasn't even really paying attention to the sense of the song. But wow, this was really great. I don't understand why this wasn't one of the singles really, because this would have I feel like maybe not being a top 10 hit, but I feel like this would have interested a few people for sure. I think this is gonna be one of the personal songs.
Every day a queen you slept on, and I ain't talking about your mattresses, but you the type of player I press eject on. Who the fuck you thought you was trying to stun on Nick? Should've put you on blast like a gun on it, but it's okay, we gon' keep secrets, nigga. 'Cause a true bad bitch ain't weak or bitter.
So this was one of the personal songs on the album, but interestingly enough, I didn't think it was as slow as ballad, leaning towards ballad, as much as the Pinkprint. It wasn't the same, that's what I'm trying to say with my very bad English. I think I'm gonna need to listen to it a few more times, but I really like how she was talking about something that felt quite sad and emotional on a production that was a bit melancholic, but at the same time that stayed really catchy. I really liked it, because I really like when Nicki gets personal, as I've said before. And I hope on the rest of the tracks she will get a bit more personal too.
I said I'm cool on it, baby, yeah. I'm straight. You say it's love, I don't want it, yeah. Too late, too much, too late, yeah. Too late, for you too much, too late, yeah. Too late, you should've been listening, and too busy listening, and now you too much, too late, yeah. Too late.
This was a fun interlude, especially coming after Nip Tuck, which was talking about letting go of someone, probably a lover, and then going towards too lit, too late, and being like a bit careless. I thought, yeah, it's funny. Oh, so this is gonna be the ballad of the album, the grand piano or something. I really respect Nicki being a bit more personal. I really love when she does that, as I said already 50 times during this video. And I also respect her wanting to try singing, which she does actually beautifully, I think. We don't praise her enough, but she has a beautiful voice when she sings. However, Come See About Me didn't do much for me. I almost feel like it doesn't fit with the rest of the album. Nip Tuck was the perfect personal song, because really it still had the same, energy and kind of the same production. Like, it felt really cohesive with the rest of the album that was not as personal, that was a bit more fired up, and then she was a bit more reflective on Nip Tuck, but as I said, it really stayed cohesive. On Come See About Me, I don't think it's the case at all. But I do really respect what she was trying to do here. I actually like the use of the piano right after Come See About Me. I know this is gonna be more of a banger, but it's like kind of a nice way to get from a track to another one. It wasn't anything surprising, and I truly don't think it was needed on the album. However, I know that Future and Nicki Minaj are going on tour later this year, so I can definitely see this song working very well as an opening for their concert. However, yeah, as a song to listen to every day, I don't think I would use it much. But I have to say the production was really nice. Zaytoven and Metro Booming definitely know what they're doing, so the production was nice. I just don't think lyrically was anything interesting, and I don't think it was one of the great collaborations between Nicki Minaj and Future. You the Baddest, for example, was much better.
stretching. It's the biggest. A bitch ain't caught one time, it's the sickest. Too much money, I ain't never need a sugar daddy. I'm the belle of the ball, you can call me Gladys.
Miami was definitely really catchy. I really like this chorus. I feel like it's gonna get stuck in my head, and that's perfect when a Nicki rap song gets stuck in your head. Much better than when it starships, you know. Maybe this album is starting to get a bit repetitive, but that's what happens when you have a 19 tracks album, I guess. There's not much to say about this track. I just thought the flow and the delivery was great. The chorus was nice, as I said before. The production was not that interesting, but it, you know, helped Nicki to carry on with the song. Overall, it was a fun song. I don't think it was one that was supposed to be very serious lyrically. The next track is one of my most anticipated track on the album because it features Foxy Brown, and I've heard about Nicki wanting to work with Foxy Brown for a long time, and I really like Foxy Brown back in the 90s. So I'm excited and curious. And a bit scared too, but I think I'm excited more than I'm scared.
Hey yo, Chun. Oh, hey yo, Chun. You're back on that Coco shit, nigga number one. Every bitch, blood clot, blood.
Man la Coco, yeah la Coco. Ellos quieren Coco, y yo tampoco. Never trust a Coco, don't fuck with Coco. Número uno. If they take your cocaine, then they make a crack of it. If they have your gold chain, then they make a plaque of it. No, we never lack on it, run up with the Mac on it. You know I shine on them, I spray sheen on them. That's where the south side, Jamaica Queens on them. Know my name, and it go ding ding. If I get an inkling, the thing is sing sing. Ain't talking about the singer, the thing is sting sting.
Give me some blood clot, gunshot. Brooklyn, where the fuck we at? Flatbush, best stardust. Gun slingers, let me see our gun fingers. That bitch is dick robbers.
Little Nicki,
Little Ingas, walk
man la Coco, yeah la Coco. Ellos quieren Coco, y yo tampoco. So tell them run, come, and bring a lump sum. Don't make us or break us. Put your hands and on me, I'm physically fine. Who she? It's how we know she dying. Me and Fox getting paper like we ain't trying.
Whoa, this was the song of the album, maybe. No, I mean, Barbie Dreams was pretty incredible. But whoa, this one was super nice. Nicki, you really need to work with female rappers more often, because when you do, this is what happens and it's incredible. And I know most female rappers don't like you, and I'm sorry for that, because really they're missing on something, because this song was incredible. Just the energy, first off. The energy was so good. Once again, I feel like Nicki was so fired up, Foxy Brown too, and they really gave the best of themselves. I loved how Nicki rapped in Spanish and was really using a Trinidad accent for most of the song. For Foxy Brown too, she really had an accent coming out. And it really added something to this track, and it made it sound so good. And the production was just incredible. I mean, it was incredible, it was catchy, but at the same time it totally matched Nicki and Foxy Brown's energy. And I'm glad this was the last song on the album, because this is really one of the highlights of this album. So it's nice to leave us on the highlights. And whoa, this was really great. I don't have actually much to say, but I really like this song. So here it is for Queen by Nicki Minaj. I'll start off by saying that on a 19 tracks album, of course, you're gonna get some fillers. I think that's what we can call them. I think songs like Come See About Me, Sir, I'm Sorry, Chun-Li, maybe Run and Hide. Like, there were a lot of songs that I didn't mind, but I don't think they were adding a lot to the album. Once again, maybe Chun-Li is gonna grow on me, because I hear everybody going crazy over this track, but I really didn't think it was that interesting. But overall, I think this is by far Nicki's most cohesive project, and also a strongest project to date. I really like that she really focused on rap this time around. You have the pop songs, you have Bed, you have Come See About Me. Maybe you can call Nip Tuck and Ganja Burns pop songs too, but they are very well done. And for Bed and Can See About Me, they are not songs that bother me that much. Bed is a nice summer jam. Come See About Me didn't do much for me, but I get that she wanted to have, the song where she sings on the album. But for the rest of the album, her energy was so great. Her delivery was always on point. And I feel like she never showed off her flow so well on all of her albums. You can definitely see all of her potential on this album. And it seems like she finally knows where her strength is, because usually on the previous albums I always felt like, oh, those are the great songs, or those are the songs that are not so good. And I feel like there were only a few great songs where Nicki was really being a great artist and rapper, and sometimes singers too. But on this one, I really like the first song. First off, that was such a great opening of the album, and it ended up getting a little repetitive. And there are a lot of tracks, as I said before, that I probably wouldn't keep on this album, but overall it was cohesive. Overall it felt like Nicki had a lot to say. It felt like she had energy. It felt like she was passionate again about her music. She was not throwing features here and there. Also, I feel like she has finally found her sound. I feel like on the previous album she was trying a bit of everything. There was pop, there was R&B here, there was a bit of hip-hop, of course, because she's a hip-hop artist. But then you had the EDM tracks, for example, on Roman Reloaded. And then on the Pinkprint she also dropped an EDM track in the middle of the album, and you didn't know why this song was there. But on this one I really feel like she finally made an album, actually. An album that is good from beginning to end, that tells a story, and even though there are fillers, of course, I feel like this is a very strong project, and I'm really glad she finally did this album. I don't know if it will be regarded as a classic. As I said before, there are a lot of fillers here, and I don't know if all of the songs are gonna, age well. That's one of the problems with Nicki. All of her songs don't age that well. I think Peak Friday didn't age well, even though I thought it was a good album. But yeah, it was a very nice album. But it was a very nice offering, and I think it was a best album yet. My highlights for this album are Chun-Li, because this is a song that I really like. I feel like Chun-Li and Rich Sex are both highlights I can put on the same level, because those are songs that I got used to it, and I thought they really were great singles. Barbie Dreams has to be another highlight, because it was hilarious and the production was great and the delivery was great. So it wasn't just hilarious, it was also a really good song. I overreacted to Coco Chanel, so you have to know that that's also an highlight. And finally, I think I have to name Ganja too, because I think that's one of the songs that I'm gonna return the most to, because it was emotional and nostalgic at the same time, but it was also catchy, and I loved her flow, her delivery, and I also really liked her voice on the chorus. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please tell me what you think of Queen by Nicki Minaj and what are your highlights from this album. Did you like it better than her previous albums? What do you think? Is it a best project like I said? Please tell me, give me your opinion. It's okay if we don't agree. Let's keep the conversation going. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you later. In the meantime, take care guys.